Usman Kamara. He is offside as well. Tjoe-A-On, the number 12, playing as the left wing back for Indonesia today, by the way, is one to look out for if he gets the opportunity to deliver one of his trademark long throws. At the moment, Indonesians rather pegged back in their own half of the field. Pitch in immaculate condition. Beautiful spring afternoon here. We are about 60 kilometers to the southwest of Paris, just outside the town of Rambouillet, and the village of Clairefontaine, which is nestled in the forest here. Ibrahim Diakite to play in the low cross. Tjoe-A-On preventing the corner. Guinea playing on the front foot in the early stages of this game, looking to complete the African contingent at the Olympics. Madiou Keita playing at left back today, giving it to Agibou Kamara. Ahmed Souma for Diakite again. It's good play this from Guinea. Diakite heading towards the byline. Too much on the cross from him. The ball had gone over the line anyway. It will be a goal kick. Ibrahim Diakite belongs to Reims in France's Liga, but is currently playing on loan in Switzerland with Lausanne. Born here in France. Noted down by Arhan. Back with Guinea again, Moriba. Challenge coming in from Ferarri, and actually the free kick given. It's a yellow card for Mohamed Ferarri. Persija Jakarta defender. Catching Agibou Kamara. And you need to be careful for the remaining 82 minutes here, plus, of course, potentially extra time and penalties if needed. If we do make it to penalties, it might be worth bearing in mind that Indonesia won an epic shootout in the quarter-finals at the recent Under-23 Asian Cup, 11-10 against South Korea after a 2-2 draw. Guinea, in contrast, lost the third-place playoff at the Under-23 AFCON last year on penalties against Mali. That's why they're here, instead of having already secured their place at the Olympics. Saidou Sow giving it to Diakite. Guinea will attempt to build again. Comes back to Soumaila Silla, the goalkeeper. Madiou Keita. Isiaga Kamara, the number 17, very much the sitting midfielder. We've got plenty of players pushing forward. Clear the way only as far as Ilax Moriba. Kamara across to the left-hand side, picked up by Agibou Kamara again. It's a dangerous ball into the box. Looking for Usman Kamara, and plucked out of the air by Ernando, the goalkeeper. Guinea looking for that early goal. Madiou Keita again. Ilax Moriba. Just too much on the ball from Mohamed Souma. Looking for Ibrahim Diakite. Souma, who belongs to the Belgian club Ghent. Playing the centre of that Guinea defence today. I mentioned that Guinea are looking to complete the African contingent at the Olympics. Morocco will be in Group B with Argentina, Iraq and Ukraine. Egypt will be in Group C with Uzbekistan, Spain and the Dominican Republic. Mali, meanwhile, will play Japan, Paraguay and Israel in Group D. Can Guinea join them and make it 4 African nations present at the competition? Moriba. Souma giving it to Ibrahim Diakite. And look forward to seeing the possession stats. Continues like this. Guinea absolutely bossing the control of the ball in the early stages of this game and looking for that breakthrough. Ball into the middle and a really important intervention to prevent what you'd imagine would have been a certain goal for Al Ghassim Ba. It was Ferarri sliding in, the defender who just picked up the yellow card. Had to get there. Well, that ball has not been kept in on the far side by Adiou Keita of Auxerre here in France. Look across the leafy surroundings here at Clairefontaine. This is where the French national team will gather in just a few weeks' time ahead of the European Championship. That will be in Germany, beginning in mid-June, running till mid-July, and then the Olympics, of course, beginning barely 10 days after that. And it remains to be seen which overage players will be involved with France at the Games, and with the other countries involved too, of course. Remember, each competing nation can name 3 players aged over 23. Well, that was the challenge that was penalised. Free kick given away by Isiaga Camara. As much as anything, a chance for Indonesia to relieve the pressure on their defence. They've been under the cosh since the beginning of this game. Clever ball, just caught out the Guinea defence. And the ball into the middle. By Witan Sulaiman, the captain, turned behind for Indonesia's first corner. Conscious of their disadvantage when it comes to playing high balls. The Guinea defence, they haven't really got the height to compete with Guinea's central defenders. Let's see what they can do from the corner. Plenty of white shirts forward, ready to attack this ball. Nathan Tjoe-A-On and deliver it. Cleared away. Indonesia can maybe come again here. Tjoe-A-On staying on that left-hand side, tries to get the ball into the box. Dealt with by the Guinea defence. Well, that's lifted the Indonesian fans just in front of us here. Moriba. I do so. Moriba just positioning himself in between the two centre-backs. Such an influential figure in this Guinea team. Cross aimed towards Ba. Ba climbing high. It's come off defender last. It will be another corner. So it will be Ilax Moriba to take it. Began his career with Barcelona. He's been performing regularly in La Liga for a number of seasons, currently with Getafe. It's Moriba's delivery helped on at the near post. It's going to be another corner. The referee, François Letexier, signalling that that ball did arc out of play before coming back in again. Agibou Camara to take it from the other side. Watched all the way by Ernando and claimed by the goalkeeper. Well, let's see if Indonesia can get a real foothold in this game. And the pressing on Marcelino Ferdinand. Indonesia very nearly finding themselves in big trouble, but now Marcelino with a terrific ball out to the near side here for Pratama Arhan. Fancies the shot himself. It was a little bit selfish from the left back. He could have knocked it inside to his captain, Witan Sulaiman. Instead, went for goal, and it's an easy save for Sumaila Sila. That will give the Indonesians a bit of confidence, though. Just tells them that they can take this game to Guinea. Guinea team may have the greater pedigree, but these Indonesian players will already be brimming with confidence after their run at the Under-23 Asian Cup. Remember that they are missing a couple of very important defenders today. The captain, Rizky Ridho, was sent off in that semi-final at the Asian Cup against Uzbekistan, and that's why he's not involved today. That's a big blow. As Guinea come forward again. No offside flag against Fascine Conte on the left. Simba. He could have waited for the arrival of Ibrahim Diakite on the near side, and he's apologising there to his teammate Alga Simba for having the attempt on goal. Guinea have lots of territory, lots of promising situations in the first 19 minutes here, but I have to say not really anything to seriously trouble Ernando in goal for Shin Tae-yong's team. Away by Nathan Tjoe-A-On. Clash of heads. Witan Sulaiman is the Indonesia player who is down. Isiaga Camara of Guinea and the medical staff of each team coming onto the field now. Have to stop the play for a head knock, of course. There's a chance for Shin Tae-yong to get some instructions across to his players. He's done an excellent job in charge of the Indonesian national team. See this collision again. Not much contact by the looks of it. I'm not even sure it was head-to-head. But enough for the two players to require treatment. There is Kaffa Diawara, born in France and had a terrific career in French football. Played for the very biggest clubs here, Paris Saint-Germain, Marseille. It's not escaped him that there is the carrot dangling of the possibility of playing at the Parc des Princes in Paris during the Olympic tournament. That is where the final will take place on the 9th of August.
Mais quand le jeu reprend, tu rentres, je pense.
FIFA President Gianni Infantino among the spectators this afternoon, enjoying the occasion, enjoying the sunshine. Pleasantly warm day to the southwest of Paris as we see that collision again. From that angle, it looks a lot worse, and Witan Suleiman taking a really nasty blow. Some concern for him here because he is still down. I'm not sure if there's any blood there that needs to be mopped up. Isiaga Camara is quickly back on his feet and is waiting to get the green light to come back on as Kaffa Diawara passes on some instructions on the near side. Led Guinea to the last day at the Africa Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast at the beginning of this year. They had a terrific run at that tournament. Kaffa Diawara, who has played for Guinea at the AFCON, and now managing his country up against Shin Tae-yong's Indonesia side. Shin Tae-yong, who is from South Korea, who played for South Korea and who coached them at the 2018 World Cup. You'll recall South Korea with a stunning win against Germany, which eliminated the German team, who were the reigning world champions at the time. Witan Suleiman is having his head bandaged up. There clearly was a cut there which needed to be treated. That is the reason for the lengthy break in play. But it is encouraging. It looks like he's going to be able to continue. Past the midway point in the first half, but there will be several minutes added on before the break as a result of this. Shin Tae-yong, by the way, became the coach of Indonesia at the end of 2019. Took them to this year's Asian Cup, which was a significant achievement because it ended a 16-year absence from the competition. And they did very well at the Asian Cup, you have to say, making it to the last 16, their best ever performance at the tournament. They were heavily beaten by Australia in the last 16, losing 4-0, but getting beyond their group was an impressive performance. Already involved in the qualifying campaign for the next World Cup, of course, the 2026 World Cup in North America, which will be an expanded 48-team competition, and they are currently involved in the second round of Asian qualifying. Matches will resume in June. Witan Suleiman is being helped back to his feet here. And so he's going to soldier on. The Indonesian skipper, Isiaga Camara, still waiting for authorization to return to the pitch. Two players are able to come back on. It's 11 against 11 again, and Indonesia in possession. Here is Witan Suleiman. kick given against Rafael Struijk in the end. And the number 10 scored both goals against South Korea in that epic quarter-final at the recent Under-23 Asian Cup, which was eventually decided in that penalty shootout in Indonesia's favour. Long ball flighted forward. Should run through to Ernando, the goalkeeper. Strong defending from Saidu So. Indonesia have it back. Struijk. Attempted cutback from Bagas. Kaffa looking for Struijk again. Well, that's once again promising from the Indonesians. Quick turnover. Witan Sulaiman involved. We're going to see one of these long throws from Pratama Arhan. His trademark and a real source of danger for opposition defences. Will launch this into the penalty box. Delivery, and it's going to fall here for the shot from the edge of the box, which took a deflection. It was Stroyer who tried his luck, and now Guinea can break. Well, it's 3 against 2. Huge opportunity this for Guinea to take the lead. Algassim Ba's heels were clipped inside the box. It's a penalty. A penalty given to Guinea at the end of the lightning quick breakaway. And a big chance of their own at the other end from Pratama Arhan's long throw. They committed maybe too many men forward. And there was the foul. It was the captain, Witan Sulaiman, with the bandaged head, who clipped the heels of Algassim Ba just on the way into the penalty box, and that is why the spot kick has been given. And a huge opportunity here for Guinea to take the lead in this playoff. It's going to be Moriba, the former Barcelona midfielder, up against Ernando. Moriba, who played in all 3 group games for City Nacional at the AFCON at the beginning of the year. Just 21, but terrific talent. Scores the penalty. Hammers it into the net. Beyond Ernando, the Indonesia goalkeeper. And Guinea are in front.
Don't touch me, ladies. Don't touch me.
Big celebrations in the stand here. Clairefontaine, Guinea have been backed today by a significant contingent of their supporters, and Moriba calmly slotting in the spot kick. They have the lead in this playoff. Shin Tae-yong's Indonesian team will have to come from behind.
Hey, referee!
They'll be disappointed at how they were exposed on the counter-attack in the lead up to the penalty being given. Half an hour into this game. Let's see if they can produce a fight back. Tjoe-A-On with the long ball out to the far side. Bagas Kaffa playing as the right wing back for Indonesia today. Want to reshuffle things defensively, given that, you know, without the skipper Rizky Ridho, it's not just him, remember, there is Justin Hubner as well. Another of the Dutch-born players in the Indonesian squad, but who was not released by his current club, Cerezo Osaka in Japan, where he's currently playing on loan from Wolverhampton Wanderers in the English Premier League. Shin Tae-yong wanted him, couldn't have him. He's had to reorganise defensively. And that defence was already creaking long before Guinea got the goal. Usman Kamara. Ball out to the left-hand side here. Kept in play. Into the penalty box, and it's still alive. Eventually picked up by Tjoe-A-On. Trying to dribble out of danger. It will be a goal kick. They're trying to play their way out from the back as much as possible. They're aware that any long ball sent forward will just come back at them, but Guinea's pressing is causing them problems too. And now Guinea have another free kick in a dangerous situation. Al-Gassimba caught by Komang Teguh. That's what it takes here. The referee just telling Moriba to wait for the whistle. Indonesia organising their wall here. Usman Kamara, the number 11, is the Guinea player standing over this free kick. Player who's having a promising season in the French second division. Currently playing with Annecy. Might fancy hitting this. Al-Gassimba is interested as well. The number 12, player who won the penalty, of course. It is Kamara, and it's just wide from Usman Kamara. Very close to being 2-0. Now then, there is a Guinea player down here. It is Al-Gassimba. And this is the reason why. What's the challenge on Moriba? It's just a contact off the ball. It's the challenge on Emax Moriba by Ivar Jenner. Kabadiawara, the Guinea coach, calmly watching on. And the referee is going to produce another card here. Well, perhaps not. Just the one booking so far in this game, and Guinea have the free kick. It's going to be taken from inside the centre circle. Too much on the pass, fed through towards Ibrahim Diakite. Tjoe-A-On sends it forward. Awkward one for Soumaila Sila, the goalkeeper, because to come out of his penalty box, had to judge it just right. Back with Tjoe-A-On again. Jenner. Can they find a way back into this game? Trailing to that penalty scored by Ulang's Moriba. Continue to encourage their team, the Indonesian fans. Small stand here at the Stade Pierre Pibaro in Clairefontaine. It's another long throw. Really dangerous weapon for this Indonesian team. Punched away by the goalkeeper. Comes back to our hand again. Not quite as potent with the ball at his foot, it seems. The cross is easily dealt with by the Guinea defence. Back it comes now to Witan Suleiman, who's removed that bandage that was on his head. Now Guinea springing forward again. Great running from Fascine Conte, the ball into the middle, collected by Ernando, the goalkeeper. The Guinea players stayed down on the far side. That is why Francois Letexier, the referee, has chosen to stop the play for a moment, just to come across and check on the well-being of the Guinea player, who's still down. It seems to be his left hamstring, possibly. Not sure if it's muscular or simply a knock. The Guinea substitutes are out warming up just in case. It's Fascine Conte, who's doing very well this season in the French second tier with Bastia. Bit of concern for Kaffa Diawara. Looking down the touchline towards where his substitutes are warming up. The question is, will Conte be able to continue? He pulled up after that run, sprint down the left wing. He'll try to continue, I'm sure, but if it is muscular, then it will be very hard for him to do so. Because it's simply a knock. Bit of strapping going on. Komang Teguh. Picked up by Al-Ghasimba. Tjoe-A-On coming away with the ball. Witan Suleiman challenged by Isiaga Camara. Is free kick to Indonesia. It's getting pretty feisty out there. Still Guinea down to 10 men. Doesn't look too promising for Fascine Conte, by the way. He's not moving very comfortably. So he runs around the perimeter of the pitch. He's just going to try and run this knock off. I think it maybe is a knock rather than a muscle problem. Marcelino Ferdinand lifting it forward. Struik. chance here for Marcelino, looking to curl one towards the far corner. Cosine Conte, meanwhile, is going to come back on and try to continue. Marcelino, who was down now. Very exciting prospect who played an important role for his country at the Asian Cup at the beginning of the year. And it was he who had this shot, which was well off target in the end. 19-year-old. Does play his club football in Europe, albeit hasn't made many appearances for Duitse in Belgium. A budding star at home in Indonesia. Indonesian substitutes warming up as well. Marcelino does come back onto the field, heading towards half-time, but there will be, imagine, a good 4 or 5 minutes added on because of the numerous stoppages in play. Fed through towards Diakite, terrific running again from him down the right-hand side. The cutback nearly fell for Agibu Kamara. It's picked up by Keita. High ball into the box from him. And the flag is up against Diakite. Now then, maybe a card produced here for somebody in the Indonesian dugout, not the coach. Tjoe-A-On was standing calmly on the edge of his technical area, but the yellow brandished by François Letexier, the referee, for something said on that Indonesian bench. Well, they are frustrated, their team chasing this game, looking for the equalising goal, looking to keep their Olympic dream alive. Still plenty of time, but feel that the next goal in this game will be vital. If Guinea get it and establish a 2-0 lead, it'll be hard to see Indonesia recovering from that. Diakite. It was kicked in play by Usman Kamara, but the referee's whistle had already gone. Challenge on Marcelino. He's taken a couple of knocks in this first half. Cross it comes to Ferarri. Still on that yellow card, remember that early booking for the Indonesian number 3. Here's Marcelino.
Okay, good.
Trying to match up to Guinea in terms of physicality. Can they find a route to goal, though? Ferarri won't have a chance here. The flag doesn't come up. Just couldn't really get the shot away. And the Guinea defence survives. Rafael Struik looking to cause problems in the penalty box. There will be 6 added minutes at the end of the half. Ball just wouldn't quite sit up for Struik, unfortunately. They have got the chance for another Tjoe-A-On long throw here. By the defence, and maybe Guinea can break again here. We know what happened last time. They were able to counter-attack following one of those long throws. Diakite. Camera trying to send it forward towards Alga-Simba. Kaffa Diawara also had a spell playing for Arsenal under Arsene Wenger in his playing career. Alga-Simba looking to release Usman Camara. Tjoe-A-On again over the throw, this time a modest throw towards his teammate in the middle, and Ferarri caught in that 50-50 challenge according to the referee. He's not given a free kick. It may require some treatment here. It was a bit of a nasty collision between the two players. Ball was there to be won, that's what the referee says. Now, will it be Guinea to take the last spot at the Olympics? Past two Olympic tournaments, by the way, have been won by Brazil. They won gold on home soil in Rio de Janeiro in 2016, and then again in Tokyo 3 years ago. The delayed games, delayed due to the pandemic. Beat Spain 2-1 in extra time to take the gold medal. Malcolm scoring the winner. Brazil have not qualified this time, which came as a big surprise. Argentina are there. Paraguay are there as well. Alga-Simba is okay. Olympiacos forwards coming across to the near side here before being allowed back on again. We're going to have even more time added on as a result of this stoppage. Indonesia still looking for that equalising goal. Good play from Madiou Keita to shepherd that ball behind for the goal kick. Another one who belongs to the club here in France with Auxerre in the second division, who are heading back up to Ligue 1. A fine campaign in the second tier, and set for an immediate return to France's top flight. Soumaïla Sylla, the goalkeeper, by the way, was involved with the French national youth teams before very recently deciding to switch allegiance to Guinea. And that is why he is in their goal today. Free kick given for the challenge on Tjoe-A-On. Marcelino. Stroke. Not sure that ball was meant for Marcelino. He picked it up. Indonesia looking to keep the pressure on. Awkward one for Tjoe-A-On, and Alga-Simba is through. And it's a really big save for Ernando. Alga-Simba pouncing on hesitant defending from Nathan Tjoe-A-On. It was an awkward ball for him, admittedly. Alga-Simba bursting onto it, and you have to say he should have scored. So nearly 2-0 to Guinea. Right at the end of this first half. Maybe still one last chance. Now going to go beyond the allotted 6 minutes of stoppage time. Moriba's out-swinging ball, not held by Ernando, and it's blazed over the crossbar by Mohamed Souma. Another big opportunity squandered by Guinea. And this may give Indonesia reason to believe when they regroup in the dressing room down below here at half-time. They could have been pretty much out of this game. Instead, they're still alive. Their Olympic dream is still alive at 1-0. There is still plenty of reason for them to hope. Jenner. Forward by Jenner again. Picked up by Siaga Camera. Sends it down the line here. Agibu Camera settles for the throw. We've had nearly 7 minutes. The referee is having a good look at his watch, and there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's been action-packed, incident-packed. There's been plenty of challenges coming in. These two teams giving everything in their fight to make it to the Olympics. At the moment, it's Guinea who are set to take the last ticket and a place in Group A at the Paris Games. They lead by a goal to nil here against Indonesia in this decisive playoff match. Moriba's 29th minute penalty scored after Al-Ghassim Ba was clipped just inside the penalty box by the Indonesian skipper Witan Sulaiman. Guinea certainly the more dangerous team over the course of the first half, and they have the lead here. The last step on the road to the Olympics. The last place at the Games up for grabs here. Olympic football tournament, which will begin on the 24th of July. Actually take place, the opening games, before the opening ceremony of the Olympics itself. And the final on the 9th of August. There will be a change for Guinea at the beginning of the second half then. Alseni Souma, the number 7 who plays for Oroya, one of the leading clubs in Guinea, in Conakry, is coming on from Fasciné Conte. Perhaps not a great surprise that Conte has been replaced at the break, because he took that knock on his left leg late in the first half, and he has not returned, and Alseni Souma will pick up that position on the left wing. That is his natural position. It is Indonesia who get us underway in the second half. They have 45 minutes to keep their Olympic dream alive. Trailing by that goal to nil. Penalty by Moriba after the foul on Al-Ghassim Ba. There's an Indonesian player down on the halfway line. The play continuing for the moment. Marcelino. Pass aimed at Struik. Not finding the Indonesian number 10. The referee does now stop the play. Well, these Indonesian players took a good few knocks in the first half, and here's another one within a minute of the second half getting underway. The right leg is heavily strapped anyway, and it looks like that might be the problem, and it could well be that Shin Tae-yong has to think about making a change here. It's Komang Teguh the number 5, who is on the ground. Who went up for that challenge. I think it's the way he landed on his right knee, which is the source of concern here. You can see the extent to which it's heavily strapped, bandaged up. Komang Teguh played a big part in Indonesia making it to this stage, because it was he who scored the winning goal against Australia in the second group game at the recent Under-23 Asian Cup. They lost their opening match against the host Qatar. They needed to win that game, they did, and then they went on that fine run to the semi-finals. Now they are going to make a substitution. I think it's Alfeandra Dewanga who's getting ready to come on, the number 19. Yes, it is, and it looks like it's going to be a straight swap between him and Komang Teguh. Number 5 will come off at the moment. Indonesia down to 10 men here. Guinea trying to capitalise, but Usman Kamara couldn't bring that ball under control. Well, Komang Teguh has come back on, so they might hold off on that planned substitution. Here is Komang Teguh on the ball. Challenge coming in from Laga. It belongs to Olympiacos, and he'll be keeping an eye on events this evening. I'm sure Olympiacos play Aston Villa in the second leg of their Europa Conference League semi-final. They're in command of that tie following the first leg in England last week, and it's a big game for Olympiacos, especially because the final of the Europa Conference League takes place in Athens at the end of the month, and how they'd love to get there to play Fiorentina. Ball forward by Elseni Suma. Too much on it for Laga. The offside flag up anyway. He's played a couple of top team games for Olympiacos, Laga, albeit both of them came a couple of seasons ago. He's currently playing for their second team in Greece. It looks like Komang Teguh's afternoon may well be coming to an end very soon. They are preparing to make that substitution now. I think he's just going to continue until the next time the ball is out of play. Foul on Ivar Jenner. Ivar Jenner of the Dutch club Utrecht. Pratama Arhan. Shot attempted by Komang Teguh. Eventually the ball drifting behind for the goal kick, and now they will make that substitution. And Komang Teguh's afternoon coming to a premature end. Remember, Indonesia had all those selection problems in defence before the game today, and now they've forced into making this substitution. Alfeandra Dewanga of PSIS Semarang in the domestic league.
Bagas, hey!
Tjoe-A-On. Now with Dewanga. Just slotting straight into that position as the left-sided centre-back. And meanwhile, Komang Teguh is not walking very freely at all as he makes his way around the pitch on the far side. It may take him the rest of the game to make it back to the Indonesian bench. I think it's a real concern for him, not so much just for this game today, but for the coming weeks and months, I suspect. Ferarri back to his goalkeeper. Ernando with the clearance. That ball is kept in play. Agibu Camara. Now with Keita, his ball forward is intercepted by Bagas Kaffa. The captain, Witan Suleiman, has got that bandage back on his head. He's obviously told to get it back on. Back to Sumaila Sila, who's still not really had a proper save to make today. Ball sent forward for Al-Ghasim Ba. Around the goalkeeper from the angle, tries to unselfishly tee up a teammate, and it was Al-Seni Suma's shot which is cleared off the line. Can he miss another chance to put real daylight between the teams here? Moriba. Suma to Al-Ghasim Ba. Drives it across the penalty area. And it's picked up by Struik. Well, they had two big chances at the end of the first half to extend their lead, and there was another one squandered by Guinea. Struik tries to pull the trigger. Strong defending from Saidou Sow. Guinea come again. Al-Ghasim Ba once more. Skips away from Bagas Kaffa. There's nobody in support of him. All the way back it comes to Madiu Keita. Now with Moriba. Guinea will just apply a bit more control again. Saidou Sow, Strasbourg in Ligue 1 in France, former Saint-Etienne player. Isiaga Camara. Agibu Camara was trying to play that ball out to the right flank. Usman Camara running back into traffic. Just becoming a little bit stretched at the moment. The longer the clock ticks down, the more desperate Indonesia will become. Moriba. Suma. Sensible choice to play it out to the right-hand side for Diakite. His ball into the box is not the best. Picked up though by Agibu Camara. Foul on Agibu Camara. Well, let's see this chance again. Al-Ghasim Ba around the goalkeeper, unselfishly trying to tee up a teammate. Al-Seni Suma, the substitute, seeing his shot cleared off the line. If we look at the respective world rankings of these two nations, then Guinea would be the clear favourite, 76th in the world, up against an Indonesia team ranked 174th, 35th in Asia, which is remarkable for a country of nearly 280 million people, the fourth most populous country in the world. They do love football in Indonesia, but they haven't had too much success on the international stage as Ulang's Moriba blazes the free kick well over the bar. Moved to Spain as a very young boy, entered the famed Barcelona academy, and went on to play for the Barcelona first team. Ulang's Moriba. Just 18 top team appearances before moving to Leipzig in 2021. He's not played much for Leipzig. He spent the majority of his time since then on loan back in Spain. Shin Tae-yong's Indonesian team are still in this playoff, but the reality is they've not really looked like scoring a goal today. Coming up to the hour mark here, they are thinking about further changes. Most of the action in this second half has taken place in their half of the field, and Guinea come again here. Moriba to Suma. Al-Ghasimba again peeling out to the left of him. Trying the shot, which is blocked by Mohamed Ferarri. Just the lack of an outball, really, which is the issue. But they might have a chance here. Butan Suleiman, the captain, driving forward, has options in support. Marcelino pushed to an ever tighter angle and has to settle for the corner in the end. Well, if they can get the equaliser, remember there's still the possibility of extra time here, even penalties as well. We will go all the way, if needed, to decide the identity of the last team to qualify for the Olympics. At the moment it's Guinea, who have that one goal advantage, who've had opportunities to extend their lead, but squandered them. Tjoe-A-On's ball in, and there's the free header for Tewanga, the substitute, who surely should have done better there, unchallenged, off target. Time for another Indonesian change here. Jean Kelly Schroyer is coming off and being replaced by another striker in Ramadan Sananta. Plays for Persis Solo, club from Surakarta in central Java. He's chipped in with quite a lot of goals in the Indonesian top flight. He has got real pedigree. Let's see what Sananta can do here. At the moment it's Guinea on the offensive again. 2/3 of the way through this game. Well, Komang Teguh has made it back to the Indonesian bench with that injury, not walking freely. He's being attended to at the moment as the corner comes in. Strong play from Moriba. Keita has stayed down in the Indonesian box at the moment. He took a knock, and that's why Sumaila Sila is going to roll that ball out for a break in play to allow for some treatment if needed. It looks like he's okay. Madiu Keita belongs to User. Made his first team debut for them earlier in this campaign. Number of younger players with very little top team experience, admittedly, in this Guinea side. Moriba back to Madiu Keita again. Sends it down the line towards Al-Ghasimba. Siaga camera. It's an Agibu camera. Slack play from Isiaga camera, and again Indonesia have a chance to break here. Witan Sulaiman, the captain, looks for the free kick. The referee waves away the appeals. Bandage on his head is going to come off again. And in the meantime, there's a problem for Guinea. Isiaga Camara, who gave possession away a moment ago, seems to have a bit of cramp. Well, that might be an issue. We've only been playing for 63 minutes. It could go on for some time yet. That was the appeal for the foul, which, when you see the replay, looks like Witan Sulaiman had a case. He appeared to be just shoved off the ball by Agibu Camara. Well, this was that big chance, the chance of the second half. Al-Ghasimba going around the goalkeeper, cutting it back for Alseni Suma, and his effort cleared off the line. Remaining Indonesian substitutes warming up. Made 2 changes already. And not discourage the Indonesian fans who are here today. Kaffa Diawara's Guinea still holding that narrow lead. Kaffa Diawara taking charge of the side for this game rather than Morley Cisse, who's previously been in charge of Guinea's under-23 team, who led them at the under-23 AFCON last year. Kaffa Diawara is usually the coach of the senior national team. Now, Isiaga Camara waiting for the green light to come back on. Guinea preparing another change as well. Isiaga Camara's afternoon is over, and it's Fude Camara who's coming on in his place, a defensive midfielder slotted to that position at the base of the midfield. Fude Camara of Sfaxien in Tunisia. Awkward one for the goalkeeper and the defender. The first involvement for Fude Camara since coming on as he hooks that ball away. Well, it's been a hard-fought game. We are coming up to the midway point in the second half. Still everything to play for Indonesia, but as it stands, they're not going to be appearing at the Olympics, hoping to make it to the Games in men's football for the first time since Melbourne in 1956. Captain Witan Suleiman once again freed of that bandage around his head. Coming back, finally the shot comes in from Marcelino Ferdinand, but the Guinea defence able to deal with it, and maybe Algacin Ba can lead the breakaway again here. Trying to hold off Ferarri, who's got to be careful. Remember, he picked up that booking in the early minutes of the game. And he's been a constant threat today, Algacin Ba. Kaffa Diawara's team looking for the second goal that would probably finish off this playoff. Said ahead of this match that the prospect of Guinea playing at the Olympics and possibly playing at the Olimpiade Paris in Paris, where he once played, was something he found very moving. He said it was very moving too for the numerous players in the Guinea team who are dual nationals, who may have been born here in France. There's several of them. There is a strong Guinean community here around the country, but we are not there yet. They've been made to fight for this by the Indonesian team, and now they have a problem with Agibou Camara on the ground, having taken a knock. He's in some pain, Agibou Camara. It's the right leg just below the knee that is the source of the problem. That's the challenge. I'm not even sure it was the contact from the Indonesian player so much as the way in which he went into the tackle. Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president, is here today. Things coming up on his agenda just over a week's time to the FIFA Congress in Bangkok. Today, enjoying the action here in Clairefontaine. Hard-fought playoff tie. Agibou Camara is back on the field, and he is suggesting, I think from the words he was having with the Indonesian player there, that it was the contact in the tackle which left him requiring the treatment. Indonesia still in this. Can they get the equalising goal? Ball claimed by Soumaïla Sylla, who belongs to Reims in France's top flight, albeit hasn't made it as far as their first team.
Time!
It's been stop-start, hard-fought, physical contest. Pratama Arhan taking a knock to the head there. Struik. Den Haag in the Netherlands competing for that ball on the far side. He will leave the throw here for Pratama Arhan of Suwon in South Korea, the man with the long throw. This is Indonesia's main weapon, perhaps, as they try to find equalising goal. Punched away by Soumaïla Sylla, who would have been very much aware coming into this game of the danger posed by Pratama Arhan from these situations. Guinea again can break. Unable to make anything of it. Well, tiredness shouldn't be an issue for Alseni Suma there. The number 7 only came on at half-time. I think it was just a bad decision from him. Now then, Agibu Camara trying to force it through to Al-Gassimba, who is onside. Have to go all the way himself here. He drew the challenge from Dewanga, and Guinea have their second penalty of the afternoon. Well, Theandra Dewanga can't believe that the referee pointed to the spot there. It looks like Al-Gassimba maybe played for the penalty, you might say, but you also have to say the Indonesian defender didn't get anywhere near the ball. And Francois Letexier pointing to the spot. Kaffa Diawara's team, who got their first goal from the penalty spot in the first half, will have the chance to double their lead from 11 metres once again. Ba was the player brought down in the first half, and he was brought down without any question by Alfeandra Dewanga. Looks like this time Inax Moriba, who scored the first penalty, might be leaving the second spot kick for Ba. Can Ernando Ari perform any heroics? He does have a bit of pedigree in that regard. Saved a penalty against Australia in the recent Under-23 Asian Cup, a match that Indonesia won by 0-0. Kaffa Diawara's team looking to make it 2-0 from their second penalty of the afternoon here in Clairefontaine. The protests from the Indonesian bench and players all in vain. We're going to see another card produced here, I think, for a member of Indonesian staff. I think it is the coach, Shin Tae-yong. And it's a second yellow and a red. And he will finish his afternoon away from the technical area. He is absolutely furious at the decision to award the penalty. And his complaints have earned him a dismissal. The penalty award may well mean curtains for Indonesia's Olympic dream. But Guinea have still got to take the penalty. Al-Gassimba's got to keep his cool, standing there by the penalty spot with the ball in his hand. Witan Suleiman, the Indonesian captain, is asking for some explanation. Shin Tae-yong is convinced that his defender played the ball in that challenge, but it is all academic now. Still the complaints go on. Eventually things will calm down. The two captains exchanging their views. I think it's safe to say they don't necessarily see eye to eye. In amongst it all, Al-Gassimba having to keep his cool. Looking across and telling his fourth official to escort Shin Tae-yong away from the technical area entirely, having received the red card. He's going to have to make his way back down the tunnel. Perhaps take a seat in the stand for the remainder of this game. The referee is not going to No proceedings to restart until the Indonesian coach has departed the scene. Well, he's deeply unhappy, and of course you can understand the frustration, because the second penalty award may well leave Indonesia with too much to do to come back into this game. But the decision will not be overturned. And Guinea are now looking, after a long delay, to double their lead here today. Ba, who won the penalty, who won the first penalty as well, misses off the post and away, and there is maybe a reprieve for Indonesia. Well, all that time spent waiting before he could take the spot kick, it was probably playing on his mind. And Guinea squander the chance to put this playoff to bed. The Indonesians will be fueled by a sense of injustice as they scramble, looking for the equalising goal. There will be quite a lot of stoppage time as well, because there was a lengthy delay there before that penalty could eventually be taken. Let's see what they can do in response, or whether Guinea can eventually get that second goal. Put that down on the list of missed chances today. Ba has been heavily involved. He missed one great opportunity late in the first half. Of course, he was at the origin of a big chance early in the second half when he went around the goalkeeper, Ernando, and laid the ball back for Alseni Suma, whose shot was cleared off the line, and now he misses from the penalty spot. Guinea team, remember, who are in this playoff because they lost the penalty shootout in the third place game at the Under-23 AFCON last year. We'll be hoping that that missed penalty doesn't cost them today. Just over 10 minutes of the 90 remaining, plus injury time, of which there will be quite possibly 5 or 6 minutes. We had 6 minutes at the end of the first half. Indonesia still in this game, despite not really forcing a notable save from Sumaila Silla, the Guinea goalkeeper, all afternoon. Tjoe-A-On gave away that second penalty, brought down by Agibu Kamara. Fed through by Witan Suleiman. The attempt from Ramadan Sananta is blocked. Haven't really seen the substitute get involved in the game since he came on. It's understandable that tensions are so high, the stakes are high today. Place at the Olympics up for grabs. I don't think either of these teams necessarily expect to be in medal contention if they do get there, but they want to be part of it. I wait to see who succeeds Brazil as gold medalists. Certainly France, who the winner of this playoff will end up playing in the group stage. Thierry Henry's team will be expecting to make a big impression on home soil. Nathan Suleiman again. Tjoe-A-On. Cross in from the left. It's caught up in the breeze somewhat. It is quite breezy here today. Not too much trouble though for the goalkeeper, the Indonesian coach, watching on from high up in the grandstand here at Clairefontaine. Usually so peaceful, these surroundings here. The France's national team train away from the gaze of the media usually. Today, all eyes on the pitch here at Clairefontaine. The battle for that last spot at the Olympics. It's going to be Guinea's, unless Indonesia can do something in the latter stages of this game. Still clinging to some hope because of that missed penalty. Keita fluffing his lines. Nathan Suleiman to Marcelino Ferdinand. Nathan Tjoe-A-On staying further up the field in the middle of the park. Indonesia looking for that extra edge as they search for the equalising goal. Had that terrific run at the recent Under-23 Asian Cup. Then again, to actually win any of their last 3 games at the competition, they needed penalties to defeat South Korea in the quarter-finals. They were beaten by Uzbekistan in the semi-finals and then losing in extra time in the third-place game against Iraq. They actually won 2 of their 6 matches at the tournament and heading for defeat today. Put so much into this game, but lacked a bit of quality in the final third. Guinea have lacked some quality in their finishing. They've created plenty of chances. They've got in behind. Will they pay the price for not taking more of the opportunities that have come their way? Strong challenge by Suma, and it's a foul according to the referee. Catches Bagas Kaffa. I think there's no question that they've tried to impose their physicality on proceedings. Occasionally that's spilled over a bit. It's going to be Nathan Tjoe-A-On, the number 4, to take the free kick here. The defender belongs to Swansea City. Been playing here in Veen in the Netherlands, where he was born. Fighting delivery. Another one though by Keita. And a free kick given away by Tjoe-A-On. Guinea preparing another substitution, by the way. They're going to send on another attacking player for the final minutes of this game. Number 9 is Momo Fanyi Touré. He's a centre forward, and may well be that Simba perhaps will be the man to make way. So much into this game today. I do so in the corner. Appearing so clear-headed now, these Guinea players. Tiredness setting in. And maybe just the tension growing, a few nerves as they approach the finish line here. Can Indonesia take advantage? We're going to have another Pratama Arhan long throw. Watched all the way by Soumaila Silla, and collected by Guinea's goalkeeper. Time then for that change to be made. Ousmane Camara of Annecy. France is the player making way for Tjoe-A-On. Plays his club football in Armenia with FC Van. He's already played in Denmark, Bulgaria and Russia as well. Well travelled. At the moment though, Guinea on the defensive. Tjoe-A-On. Guinea sitting back here, allowing Indonesia to enjoy and boss the possession just now. It's not really been the case all afternoon. Their fans in the stand here are encouraging the Guinea defence to push up. They're defending too deep, they feel, inviting the pressure onto them. Tjoe-A-On. Too much on the pass. Ousmane Camara making his way back around the pitch. Guinea have made 3 changes this afternoon, trying to freshen things up. They really should have been out of sight, but they're not yet. And, Diakite taking too long over the throw. Another long throw then. Headed away by Ibrahim Diakite. And a chance for the substitute with the fresh legs to take a run at the Indonesian defence here. Tjoe-A finds himself running back towards his own goal. Suma concedes the throw. And they are stumbling towards the finish line, Guinea. Will they pay the price? A lack of composure. They're in the 90th minute, but there will be quite a lot of stoppage time. Indonesia preparing another change. Rafael Struik is the player coming off, and it's Hoki Saraka coming on. It's a forward for a forward. Just a case of getting some fresh legs on up front now for the Indonesians. Fourth official is going to emerge with the board, and we're going to have a lot of stoppage time. 8 minutes still to play here. A lot of that due to the time taken between the penalty being awarded and the kick itself being missed by Al Ghassim Ba. Delay really caused by the Indonesian protests, but it is they who might benefit now. They have 8 minutes still to save this game. Card produced for the challenge on Ba. Pratama Arhan is the player cautioned. That's why. Well, will Guinea go for broke and grab the second goal to end Indonesian hopes once and for all? Or will they just try and see this out? They might have a chance here, perhaps. Tjoe-A with his back to goal. Suma's shot. Well over the crossbar from Alseni Suma. Time then for another change for Guinea. Al Ghassim Ba is coming off now, and Amadou Diallo is coming on.
number 10, Algacinta, in number 15, Amadou Diallo.
Another straight swap in attack this for Guinea, because Amadou Diallo, 17-year-old forward, he was born in France. He belongs to Stade Rennais, one of the country's top clubs. Algacinta coming off and holding his hands up almost apologetically towards the supporters because of that missed penalty. He's put in a terrific shift today, you have to say. He's getting plenty of congratulations from his teammates. Substitutes down there on the Guinea bench. They know that he's put in so much work for the team today. Will they hold on and claim their place at the Olympics? That is the prize that is dangling in front of them at the moment. They're nearly there, but they've still got another 5.5 minutes to play in stoppage time. Here is Amadou Diallo, just on as a substitute. Agibou Camara. Overlapping run from Diakité. Is this the time for them to make it 2-0? It's going to be Indonesia's ball. Diakité's gone down because Ernando, the goalkeeper, was trying to get the ball back off him. And he's been told in no uncertain terms by the referee to get back up on his feet and get on with it. Tjoe-A-On. Well, it looked like Guinea might steamroller this Indonesian team, the way they began the game in the first 10-15 minutes. They came flying out of the blocks, they pinned Indonesia back. Eventually they got the breakthrough from the penalty spot through Moriba's goal. They may well have added to their lead before half-time. Indonesia struggling to create anything. Guinea had more chances at the beginning of the second half, but they've not been able to add to their advantage. Can they finally get that second goal? It just seems like tiredness has been an issue. Maybe just the nerves getting the better of them as well, as the game has gone on. Forward by Witan Suleiman. These Indonesian players have been on a long journey together over the last few weeks at that Under-23 Asian Cup. They've been through so much, winning on penalties, losing in extra time. They don't want to give up their Olympic dream just yet, but they need to do something quickly to keep it alive. Number one by Saïdou Sow. Guinea are nearly there. Whoever wins this game will play New Zealand in Nice on the opening day of the Olympic tournament on July the 24th. Looks like it's going to be Guinea. Just an issue here. The referee is not happy with Pratama Arhan for wanting to take the throw too far forward. It's all academic, really, because he's going to launch it into the penalty box. Punched away by Soumaïla Sylla. Another high ball won by Souma. Knocked down by Alseni Souma. Again, tensions almost spilling over. Ivar Jenner is the player who caught Agibou Camara. Camara did not like that at all. It's a wonder that more cards have not been shown today out on the field. Of course, Shin Tae-yong, Indonesian coach, was dismissed, but on the field, we still have 11 against 11. We're in the 97th minute. Is it going to go any further this game? If Indonesia can get an equaliser, we will have extra time, but it's Guinea just trying to run the clock down now. The prospect of entering Group A at the Olympics. Jenner gets the yellow card. All the effort, all the emotion and energy they put into this game today, put into their campaign over the last few weeks in Qatar and then here. Ultimately, it looks like it's going to be in vain. And Guinea are set to join New Zealand, France and the USA in Group A at the Olympics. They'll play New Zealand in Nice on July the 24th, France also in Nice on the 27th, and then the USA in Saint-Etienne 3 days after that. And they want to get out of their group. France may well be the favourites, but they'll see chances against the Americans and against New Zealand. It will be fascinating to watch and see how it goes. Only 2.5 weeks in the summer here in France. The final in Paris on the 9th of August. Who will succeed Brazil as gold medalists? Well, Guinea could dream of that. It will be just their second appearance at the Summer Games after 1968 in Mexico City. Confirmation of the yellow card for Aguibou Camara. It's not always been pleasing on the eye, this game, but it has been tremendously hard fought. Both teams putting so much into it here in the spring sunshine, with the prospect of being back on French soil in 2.5 months' time for the Olympics. The final takes place 3 months today. Guinea are nearly there. There is the final whistle. They've done it. Guinea have taken the last spot at the Olympics. They have held on for the victory here against Indonesia today, winning by 1-0 thanks to Moriba's first half penalty and seeing out the victory despite missing a hatful of chances after that, including Ba missing another penalty in the second half, all under the watchful eye of the FIFA president today. It is Guinea's day in the spring sunshine here at Clairefontaine, southwest of Paris. They have beaten Indonesia by 1-0, and they have taken the last qualifying spot at the Olympics. Indonesia gave everything, but they just didn't have enough quality in the final third. They were a danger from Pratama Arhan's long throws, but his balls into the box were dealt with pretty routinely by the Guinea goalkeeper Sumaila Sila and his centre-backs. Shin Tae-yong, the Indonesian coach, was furious, along with his staff, at the decision to give Guinea their second penalty, which Ba failed to convert, but Moriba's first half spot kicked the difference, and that is why it is Guinea who are smiling here this afternoon. They have done it. They have qualified for the Olympics. It'll be their second appearance in the Olympics football competition after 1968. Well over half a century later, they'll be back, and they'll be playing the host nation, France, as well as the